All right, guys. All right, everybody. Okay, look. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to work on trying to finish up my outdoor grill that I put together a couple of months back, and I didn't really. I built the frame, and the frame's level. That's why it looks off because the blocks are not level. But I built the frame. It's a wooden frame. Okay, and so I bought some mortar. I'm gonna pull the blocks out, and I bought a bag of rocks like this to pour in there so I can level that off to raise this corner here. It has to come up. You can see on the top how it's uneven, and then that's gonna give me just enough to put me a little 1/8 inch mortar line, and I'm gonna mortar it all together. And then here's a piece of granite I've been having sitting back here in the yard. I'm waiting for my son-in-law to come by. He's going to help me lift it up and get it up on top of there. And then I'll cut it straight because it's crooked at the bottom. I'll cut it straight there, and I'm going to set it on the top there. And it'll hang over a little bit, but that'll give me a little top there to place stuff on, food and everything when we bring it out to grill on here. And I had made one of these a year or so ago, or 2 years ago. And I had it in another part of the yard over here when everything was different before I started remodeling. And we used to barbecue on it all the time, you know. So so last night I threw some wood in there and lit it up, and we sat out here on the swing and just sat in front of the fire. Right here behind here is where it's going to be the place, let's see, where I store wood, see, for the grill. Okay, I bought a little small core of wood off a guy. There's a guy locally here that sells $100, $50, and $30 cores, and that's what I bought. I bought that for a $30 core. Put that in there. So I'm gonna be pulling I'll pull the blocks out, and I'm gonna level the bottom, and then I'll set the bottom row of blocks. And get that level. That's got to be perfectly level for me to get this right. And then I'll start working from there. And then I have to cut the grill. I've got to take about 1.5 inches off the grill, so I'll cut the back end off that's under the blocks. Because this end's kind of like a finished end in a way. It won't cut you if you rub up against it. And so anyway. So I went this morning and got me what I need, so I'm going to get started on that. And then once I get it done, I'm going to put a little piece of, I'm going to figure out a way to cover these ends and just kind of trim it out and dress it out a little bit, make it look nice. And yeah, so there we go. I'm going to get started. I'm going to let you guys sit with me today, watch what I'm going to do. Now, I'm not going to keep the camera running constantly because I don't have a lot of life on my battery. It runs out. It used to be 2 hours. It's starting to get a little less than that. So I need a new battery. That's what I need to get. So every time I'm going to be turning it off and on. To you, it's going to be one video, but I'm going to be shutting it off and on. So you're not going to see me doing a lot of one thing. I'm just going to kind of hit few areas, and that's how you're going to see it. Okay, and all right, guys, so first things first, I got to go unload the truck. Okay, all right, so be seeing you shortly. that's right on there. Looks like it's left. It is perfect. Boy, you can feel it when it's perfect like that. Alright guys, not done yet. I couldn't keep the camera running. My battery's like below half, so I want to try to save some of this, and maybe I might shut it off and go charge up while I do this next section, but and then let you see. So right now I got it pretty much done up to just getting the cap on it, and I got to fill in the rest of the joints. I filled in the joints at the bottom, except on the very bottom. I got to get that, but all the joints in here, I'm gonna work on filling that, and then I'm gonna put my caps on, and then I'm gonna come back and show you. Because what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna turn my camera off and go put it on the charger, and then I'll let you see how it's gonna look with the cap on it. And then if I got time, I still got daylight, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this piece of granite and get this piece of granite on top of this here. So okay guys, all right, so see you back here at the grill. All right guys, let me give you a shot of it. Now I still got to clean it up, so it ain't done yet for cleaning, but I got all the stones on. I got everything filled in. Now what you see on the end here and on this end here, I'm putting a piece of wood to cover that edge, but I'm gonna make it a little bit wider to cover the edge of that opening there on both sides. Okay, so but I filled in all the joints. I got to get my my sponge and water and clean it, but I'm gonna let it sit as long as I can before dark, and clean it. And then so tomorrow I'm gonna cut that piece of granite and set that piece of granite in place, and it'll be a wrap on this bad boy, and it'll look nice, and we'll start cooking on it. And as you can see, that's where I'll keep the wood at to put in here. It's not real big, you guys. I mean, it's 24 by 16. So I mean, most of your little small regular grills are not really much bigger than that. Even the big ones with the tops on it that open up, it's not too much more bigger than that. The grills, you know. So I mean, it's not really that small, but it looks small because I got the the sides close in. You know, usually when you open the top of a barbecue pit, it's all open, front, the sides and all, and it makes it really look bigger. But this is perfect for us to cook on, even if we had people over and I cooked, you know. And I got to put the 2 screws back in here, but this is basically how it's looking here. I got it all filled in along the top, edges, and right there. So as soon as all that kind of dries up and doesn't look wet anymore, I'm gonna get my sponge and water and begin to just kind of wipe it all down to clean it really good and get all that off. But there you have it. And let me give you a shot from back here. Here it is, you guys. It's looking good. Looking really good. Okay. Alright, guys. Alright, well, I'm going to sign out for tonight and see you tomorrow. I'm going to cut this granite and get that installed. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Be blessed. Alright, guys. Well, it's the next morning, and I'm getting ready to do this stuff, and I'm like, wait, man, I'm not filming it, man. I don't know. So anyway, I got my rail saw out. I'll let you see it in my this is my rail saw when I used to do granite. Okay, so it's a Makita. It's a certain Makita saw that attaches to this this bottom piece, and it rolls. I used to roll a lot smoother than this. Okay, but I do have it on there backwards. Maybe that's why it's not rolling as smooth. It's about the same. Okay, guys, so what I do is you attach water. I have a little connector that plugs in right here. Right here is like a little thing, like for air, you know, air compressor, but it's just going to be for the water, and it shoots water on the blade, so the blade don't get heated up and get warped. You know what I mean? The water has nothing to do with the cutting the stone. It just has everything to do with keeping the blade cool. Because once if the blade would get hot, it would begin to warp and would start move, you know, it would get just warped out, and then you can't cut with it. So it keeps the blade cool so that that don't happen. So I'm going to set the my camera up. I got to watch it because I don't want my camera getting wet. Maybe I'll set that up right here. Okay, I hope y'all could see that, but there's the edge, one edge cut. Okay, so I'm not going to run my camera the whole time, but that's one edge cut, and that's going to be the edge that's going to butt up against the blocks. because it's not exactly square. It's off a little bit, not much, quarter of an inch or something like that. And then the whole thing is not the same measurement from one end to the other, so I got to cut down on one side, and then that's my length. I don't know if you can see that mark right here, right there. That's going to be my mark that I got to cut off. So I'm gonna cut the thing up, and then I'll get you back. I'll get you back on when I start getting ready to set it in place, because I'm gonna actually I'm gonna set it down even with the blocks. I think that's how I'm gonna do that today. So see you in a moment. Okay, guys. Okay, I got the piece cut. The piece of granite's all cut. All right, and I decided I'm going to polish the edges, and then once I polish it, I got to move it, and then I got to cut the wood frame down, because I'm going to have this sit even with that. So so I'm going to go ahead and polish the edges. So this is just a polisher from Harbor Freight. It's variable speed. That's why I'm using it. My grinder, I usually use a variable speed grinder, but it's broke. I don't have that anymore. So I picked that up a while back. I did it I used it on a job. But you got these stones right here that you use to smoothen it. It smooths it out. And then these are the polishing pads, so I can polish it. So I'll show it to you. I'm not going to do it, have my camera running, because this stuff creates a lot of little bitty dust. And the dust is full of granite that when you wipe it, you know, if it's on a lens or something, it'll scratch it. So I'm putting my camera inside while I do this. Okay, so I'll show it to you after. Okay, all right. Okay, I should have had my phone on charge the whole time. Anyway, so I had it out because I was getting a lot of dust. So I got to let my grinder or polisher cool down so I can get the stone off. I can't get it off. So so I'm cutting down the wood on the frame here. So you can see here I got this one cut down, and the granite's going to be even with the top of the cinder block. I'm leaving this just like the back, so it's going to look just like this all the way. It's going to look the same on this side all the way down. And so what I'm fixing to do right now is rip me a piece to put. I drew a line. If you can see the line, but I'm cutting me a piece of 2x2 that I'm going to screw on back there to support the top. Okay? Alright, so that's what I'm fixing to cut out right now. Then the piece that goes here, I got to rip that down. But I'm going to level over and make my marks. So, okay. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. So I'm over here. So I got this thing here. I'm going to take the wire off of it and use the piece of 2x2 off of that. So that was I don't know, I don't remember. Oh, that was a top to some little cage I made, and so there you have it. So I'm gonna use a 2x2 off of that. So let me get that cleaned up, get that off, and then we'll go ahead and put that on, and then I'll just have to cut the side one, and then, you know, kind of brace it up. I got my cross piece, I got to brace it up, and then all I got to do now is polish the edges on the granite and glue it down, and it's a wrap. I need to go get some more mortar. Hopefully I can buy a little small bag of it, because I've just got to fill in the back here. Just fill in the back, you know, like this is filled in, like that. So the granite's going to be sticking up that much, just like it is here, and on this whole piece right here. And then it'll be hanging over here a little bit, and then hanging over in the front. And then all I got to do is basically trim the front. I got a couple of pieces that I'm gonna rip down and make a molding to cover the front, and it should be done. So, okay, guys. Let me get to taking this 2x2 apart. Alright, I'm ready to set the piece in, but I gotta polish this piece, so I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna see if I can get the stone off the grinder. But it makes too much dust. I'm not gonna film it while I do it. I'm sorry guys, because I don't want to mess up my camera. So I'm gonna shut it off, and I'll see you after it's polished. Alright guys, I finished polishing the edge, and so there you have it. There it is. And so I still got to go get me some stuff to put down in here and refill down there, because it kind of moved it a little bit. But that's what it looking like, you guys. So the only thing left is to fill that and to put some trim over there, here, and right there, cover up those edges. And that'll be it. That'll be a wrap on that baby. Now, what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to go, when I originally started this thing, I have it videoed, so I'm going to go back and tie this into that video. The video is not on my page. I didn't put it on the page, but I did video me building the the original structure of this, and even setting the blocks. So I'm gonna get that out and put all that together, okay? So you get to see it. And so I think it came out pretty nice. Here it is again from distant shot here, and that's it there. And you're gonna notice in the video I said, yeah, under here I could put my pots and all that, but you know, changed my mind since then, and that's a good place for me to store some wood. And so I'm gonna work on getting these ends covered up. I'm gonna make a run to Home Depot right now and go get me some mortar, and yeah, so I can get this thing wrapped up. And the next thing I'm gonna start working on, you guys, is the pig pen, and that's gonna be a major job for me. I'm basically going to be doing it by myself, but I got a bunch of lumber, and I got a bunch to get it really started really well. You know, I might not have enough to complete it right away, but by the time I get there, I'll probably have to supply some kind of way. It always works out that way. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that probably for sure next week. Hopefully we'll get some good rain. I mean some good weather. But the rain, we're going to get some rain this weekend, which is good for all the trees and the plants and all that. But next weekend, I hope, if we have some good sunshiny days, I'm gonna get started on that pig pen. Okay, guys. All right. So I'm not going to sign off yet with this video because I still got to put the trim on, and I'm going to show you that. But I'm going to make a run to Home Depot, and I'll meet you back here at the outdoor grill. Okay. In this area here, back here, I'm gonna build me a little outdoor kitchen. I'm gonna put it right here. I got 6 feet, so it's only gonna be a 6-foot run. So I'm gonna have me a grill that I'm gonna make out of cinder blocks, and then I'm gonna have about 30 inches of countertop that I'm going to use. I don't know if you can see back here, but I have a piece of granite back here. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to get to work today and get started on cleaning these boards up, and I'll probably even get the frame done of where I'm going to do the kitchen. And it's just so I could do some cooking outside. It's just like an outdoor barbecue pit, but I'm going to have a little countertop on it with a little storage space under it that I can, I want to start cleaning up back there, and under that storage space I can probably put my pots for doing my crawfish boils and just eat a lot. Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna get to work on that, and I'll show you the progress as the day goes on. And okay. All right, I'm gonna get started. See y'all in a little bit. Alright guys, well you can see how it's starting to come out. That was the look I wanted to have on the outside. I wanted to have my boards running long ways like that. Now in the inside, you still see a little paint on this side here, but this is going to be the side where my cinder blocks are going to go, where my stove's going to go. Now I still got to go 3 more high. Okay, I got 3 more high to go. Okay, but that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna have another wall that's going to come out here with a shelf in here. It's going to separate the oven, the wood oven, from just a little storage. I'm gonna have a shelf. I'll be able to put my my crawfish pot in there, my big pots for heating up. So when we do when we process the chickens, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's looking good. I'm liking the way it's coming out. Look at it from here. It's looking good. Now it's leaning down a little bit. I got well, over there against the deck, I'm gonna be able to level that and screw that into the deck. Over here, I'm gonna have to do something to make some kind of wedge to put under it. But I'll deal with it on this side here. I'm gonna deal with it. But right now, I want to get the other 3 made and get them on. That way, I can start doing all my leveling and everything. All right, guys. I just got my camera back because it was on the charger, but might be hard to hear me. I got fans running because it's hot. But anyway, this is what it's looking like so far. Okay, so I got another layer of bricks going to go on top of that, and then I got some caps that's going to cap that off. Then right now I'm building my wall to go here. And I'm going to put a piece across the top, and I got a piece of granite that's going to sit there. Then I'll probably make a shelf. I got to see. I got to see before I figure that out. So that's where I'm at with this thing, you guys. That's how it's looking so far. Let me give you a shot this way. It's looking pretty good. That top board though has got a little bow in it. I tried to pull it down some. I'm okay with all that. It's nice and level. Level. So that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing, was getting it level on these rocks. But I got it. So I'm just about wrapping it up. I try to finish up today by not the granite, get everything but the granite up. Tomorrow I'll have all day to work on the piece of granite. I've got to move it, I got to cut it. And so that's what we're looking at, you guys. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I like what I'm seeing. And I put the bricks on the bottom because that's where I'm gonna put my fire at, right up in here. I've been having that grate. I might go see about maybe getting a new one. I know it's kind of rusted and all, but once you turn the flame on and you heat it up and get the thing all clean, you scrape it. It'll be clean, I used to have one. I used to have a BBQ pit I made out of just like this, except I made it a little bigger. I made it where this was just sitting on right there. So, and then right on the very edges of the brick. So, and I had a little more space, but I'm okay with this. This is actually 16 by 24 area right there. I'm okay with it. So That's all I need for my little family. And even when other people come, you'll be able to fit. You'll be surprised how much you can actually fit on it. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get to finishing up on this. There's a shot from here, so like we come out our door. Here's our door right here. When we come out onto the deck, you'll see the kitchen here. You see all that swing here, and the garden over that way. So it's coming along, you guys. It's starting to look pretty nice back here. And I'm doing this, man, on a next to nothing budget, you guys. Okay, you guys. I'll give you an update in a little while to show you with the wall in it, with the other bricks on it. Alright guys, I just got out the shower. It was a hot one today. But just to give you a little update on where I'm at with the little outdoor kitchen here. Hopefully I'm going to wrap it up tomorrow and finish it tomorrow, but here, this is what we have going on so far. And now this here, I'm gonna cut that down, the thickness of the granite. I got a piece of granite, so I'm gonna be cutting that down so that my granite will be even with the top of this. But although that's a little lower than the top railing here, and because, well, there's just some things I have to do. So I'm gonna be getting some mortar, and I'm gonna mortar all the joints and straighten up everything. I just kind of got things thrown in there just so you see how it looks. And needs a little leveling needs to go on. It's kind of leaning down on this side a little bit. But other than that, it's really going to look good. I got to cut back on this grate a little bit. See, I'm all the way up against the wall with the grate, and it's sticking out about 1 inch. So I'm going to cut it off the back because this is a finished edge here. I want to leave that edge there, and so I'll cut 1 inch off the back. And so this is it here, you guys. Looks pretty good. I like the way it's come out. It gives me a 16 by 24 area right there. I can put my logs and stuff under there, and I'm even thinking about getting some more of these caps and doing something down here. Where I'm at, I'm gonna do something here to help keep the wood in there and not coming out. So I'm gonna check that out tomorrow and see how that's gonna go. So anyway, that's how it's looking so far. I'm also gonna put a stain on it, and so that's where we at with this thing. Okay, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow when we're finishing this thing up. Okay. Okay guys, just to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Doing that. Yeah, see? That's really setting it off, and then I'll have this one on this side here. Over here. Now I gotta paint them now because they're not treated wood. And that's how it's gonna look. I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna get some paint on it right now. Still getting it. Alright guys, I'm working against the clock here. It's starting to get dark on me. I put a coat of paint on all this. It just takes me time to set the camera and move the camera around, but I got a coat of paint on that on both sides. The other side's already got a coat, so I'm going to go ahead and nail this up and then put a second coat on it. And because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I want to get this up today. I can't, if I don't do it tomorrow, I mean if I don't do it today, it ain't gonna happen. So alright guys, let me get this. I gotta get a coat of paint on it tonight because it's gonna rain tomorrow. Alright guys, check it out. I just gotta get another coat of paint on it. And I'm racing against time. Okay guys, there it is. It's almost done. So close, but it's gonna still just consider this a done video. But on one of the next videos I'll show some of the little extra things I did. So like I'm gonna be adding in those bricks right there just to help stuff from not rolling out. and I didn't seal up where these two meet, and along the back of that I didn't get to seal it up, but I got that glued down. Well, you're going to see that on the video. This has got 2 coats of paint on it, 1 coat on the back, which would be fine because it's not going to be exposed to the weather. Paint underneath the bottoms, so it won't be soaking up water. And there we have it. Alright guys, I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes and it's getting dark, and so I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm getting things picked up. I'm almost done. See you guys on the next video. You guys be blessed.